Back again.
What up? Let's get weirder. It's your boy Tommy G here with part 2 of episode 1 of Week Elon. And I think the faction got us again, Bill. Faction keeps getting us. They're coming after us. Since you joined No Mercy, they've gotten us 3 times.
Yeah, but you said yesterday that I might be in the faction.
Well, I do think you're in the faction. That's why we'll talk about that on No Mercy, which we're recording today. I do think you're in the faction. And I do, maybe it's you that's fucking hitting a button to knock it off. And while you're on the show, you'd be the least susceptible to be thought of as for doing it.
I'm slick.
Who would tank their own show unless you're in the faction?
I'm slick.
It is possible. I will explain on No Mercy today why Bill is indeed in the faction, because he definitely is. But make sure you guys go check out the last No Mercy podcast also. Might as well plug it while we're here. They're blowing up. We're giving them fucking to you. I got one in the queue, and we're recording one today. We're doing an Elon Musk special emergency podcast edition right after this show, where I'm going to break down every single thing that's going on with Elon Musk. Why, what's going to happen, what's the outcome, why I'm going to be reinstated, why Bill thinks I'm not, why Bobby thinks I'm not, and why everything is going on the way it is, what the outcome is, what it's going to mean for social media, and then what the next move is. I got it all figured out.
I don't think that this deal's happening, guys.
Yeah, and then
I'm just be the first one to say it.
Then there's this guy. So the only person in America who doesn't think the deal is happening.
Okay.
And that's probably because he's at war.
Heard it here first.
Yeah, not happening. Okay, cool. Bill Rupp, I can't wait to hear what you say on this fucking podcast about this, because that's the craziest shit I've ever heard. Evan, what are the odds Elon closes the deal?
110.
It's done. It's already over. So I'm excited to hear what Bill Rupp has to say. Don't spoil it here. Let's get back to sports. What are the headlines we got here today, Mr. Rupp? Evan, either of you guys?
Deebo. Talk about
Deebo Samuel. What's the update on that now?
Just where could he go? Where his best fit would be? Any
Jets.
Thoughts or input?
Jets.
I would love that.
Yes.
But that would mean the 4 or the 10.
Sure.
I'm fine with it too.
4 and 10.
Both of them?
4 and 10. Give them all. Give him every pick ever. Deebo's my favorite player in the world. There is no other Deebo Samuel. He's the Ohtani of football. You can't even say Cordarrelle Patterson or someone like that. He's on another level with his age, his talent, his speed, his power, his heart. Plays running back, plays wide receiver, can return punts if you need him to. I mean, you can do probably play quarterback. So yeah, I think on a young team like the Jets, that's a great guy to have there with Zach Wilson, run a little bit of a creative offense. Bill, where do you think he should go? To the Falcons with Cordarrelle, and they run a duel?
He's not coming to Atlanta, so I could personally give 2 shits.
Where do you think he does go, E?
I mean, the Jets would be an ideal situation for us, obviously, but I don't know if he's going to be willing to be traded there. I don't know if he has a trade clause in his contract or whatever, but he obviously won't be playing in a Niners jersey ever again. Or he'll hold out.
That's 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, that nightclub video is the best thing I think I've ever seen, when he did like that fucking who's in the background doing like the no sign. He is not going back to the Niners. That's for sure.
If I were him, I would probably be looking to go to Denver or maybe the Raiders. Even though,
yeah, I mean, those are popular landing spots for pretty much everyone, it seems like right now, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think you can go anywhere, right? Because I don't think he's the type of player that is going to fucking cause a scene. I think he wants to get paid. He wants to cash his bag, and he wants a team that has a chance of winning. So that would be the one thing that would hurt the Jets, but I'm honestly thinking, because he's so young and Zach Wilson's there, even though you may not think he's a star, I think the Jets have the most to offer to the Niners, which is going to help us get him. And I don't think he's going to fight going to New York, because he's a star. He's got a star personality. He's got star mentality. So I think the fact that we're the New York Jets, even though we play in Jersey, will help. If I had to break it down, I would say Texans, Jets. I wouldn't be shocked with the Packers either. I wouldn't be shocked seeing them go over there, Bill, after losing Devontae Adams. Go get Deebo Samuel.
I think the Jets would be a great fit for him. Be happy for you guys.
Yeah.
It's been a long 20, 30 years for that shitty team of yours.
Yeah, it is. We need something to spin right. I mean, imagine I get my favorite fucking player and the quarterback that I was drooling over. I mean, this should be the best. I don't care if we never win a game again. At least we got my guys. I'll watch every game. Yeah, I think Green Bay's going to have a problem because I think they're at the 23 pick or something. That's going to be a little low.
So, Tommy, I saw that this Hornus Wagner card sold for like $1.5 million.
Okay.
And 1.528 over a 17-day auction. It's one, you know what card I'm talking about,
Honus
right?
Wagner, yeah, the original little card, one. Yeah.
Well, this version is missing 3 sides, has been trimmed, and wields a massive crease across its middle.
And it's 1.5 million.
Somebody cut the sides off the card, cut the top of the card, and it's creased right across the middle, $1.5 million.
I mean, listen, I was going to say, why is a Honus Wagner rookie card only $1.5 million?
Yeah. One in February that was sold was actually torn in half, missing part of his jaw, sold with part of his jaw and most of his torso missing, sold for $475,000 for a baseball card, torn in half, missing good portion of the card.
The reason why is because there's only like fucking 50 Honus Wagner cards in circulation in the world. Like, that's it. Like, I looked it up one day. It's like 40 or 50 cards that are in the world. So even if you have one that's like fucking your dog chewed on, you're gonna get a fucking $100,000 for it. It's so
I mean, like, I've been watching, now that I'm into the TikTok world, I've been watching these baseball. First of all, until recently, like when you guys were talking about the baseball card with like the piece of the jersey in it or something, I had no idea what you guys were talking about. So I haven't seen one. No, I haven't collected baseball cards in 30 years. No idea what you guys are talking about. So I saw some of the things on TikTok. Like, those aren't even cards.
They're not.
How is that considered a baseball card or a sports card?
So you could see behind me here, right? Like, and I got a fucking, I mean, everywhere, right? Like, this is just what happens to me.
So why not just get a big piece of board like this?
I'm going to tell you right now. Yeah. So, like, this is a Frank Sinatra painting. That's another painting from Goddard. And this is the Joe Namath autographed picture, right? I have another one in the back that has a Derek Jeter thing with a little plaque and a piece of a jersey and dirt from the field and all that in his final game. Those are not cards. Those are memorabilia items, right?
Yeah, like my Mattingly autographed with a piece of
right. That's a memorabilia
item. Mattingly jersey on it and an autograph across the thing.
Right. Once you start putting
that's memorabilia. That's not a card.
A jersey and gold autographs and all this in it. It's no longer a card. The difference with here's how cards work. You had a fucking baseball card and you got it and you'd see the player at the game and he'd sign it for you and it was worth more. That's how it used to work. Okay? So you didn't buy an autographed card. You had to go get the autograph when we were younger. There was no autograph card. There was a piece of gum stuck to your card.
Like a card show,
right? And then people
you look through that big box that they had. You look through the ones in the plastic, and they had like, oh, here's an autograph one. How much you want for it?
Right, and people weren't even selling those. They just wanted to keep them because they wanted them, you know, like, and didn't have them for memorabilia. And then people started selling them and circulating them, so they started getting out. Now you're just buying a fucking piece of a jersey, an autograph card, a gold stamp, and a fucking and then it's got a like this. Not a base. That's not a card anymore. They ruined the whole market.
It's like this thick, right?
Yeah.
So I saw the kids like they opened it. It was a box, like it came in like a box, like a little shoe box. They opened it up, and there was one pack inside like this.
Dude, packs have 3 cards now. You know that?
Yeah. The guy. I mean, that was the weirdest way to ever show 3. You did this. I mean, that's strange.
Why? How do you do 3?
I mean, usually you can go 3.
Oh, I can't do that. You know that? I could do it on this hand. I can't do it. Look, watch. I'm trying. I can't do.
I mean, unless you're like a Ninja Turtle, I don't think I've ever seen anybody do like.
Dude, I could do. Watch. I could do it on this hand easily. It still takes a second.
Like
I could do that. 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 On this hand, I could do that. I can't do it.
Like it's either 3 or when they shoot a basket and they're like 3.
I can't do it, dude.
It's not ever this.
3.
No.
3.
No, you're an alien.
3.
No.
I can't. Isn't that weird though? You could do that. I can't do it.
What do you mean? This?
I have to literally put my pinky down to do it.
I told you that was
watch. Here's me. See how I'm doing this? Hold on. Watch. See how I do that? There. Watch me try with this hand.
Yeah, that was the thing on TikTok. I remember I told you not many people can overlap their finger like that onto their pinky. It was a thing.
3.
Strange.
3.
For sure. It's like the other part of people who don't have an inner voice. You don't have an inner voice. I don't understand that.
Can you do this thing?
Evan, when you talk to yourself, like, can you hear your voice in your head?
Not like my own voice. I hear a voice, but not my own.
Can you do this, Bill?
Well, that's even weirder. Whose voice is it?
It's just like a voice.
I don't hear a voice at all.
He doesn't hear it. So it's like 40% of the population in the world has nothing in their head.
But you know what that explains?
I couldn't figure that out when we were talking about it. I saw it on TikTok. Tommy's like, yeah, I don't have anything. I'm like, what?
Well, not to stop you. I just want it to be timed because we're on a delay. Chat, if you have an inner voice, press 1. If you don't, press 2. If you do and it's someone else's voice, press 3. Like a narrator.
Right now, I'm thinking Tommy's a dickhead, right? And I hear myself.
I'm thinking Bill's an asshole. I hear nothing. You hear something, Evan?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's not like my personal voice, but it's a voice.
Think Tommy's the best. What do you hear? Now, recite it on the mic.
Well, I'm thinking it.
Right. So, but how do you hear it in your head? Now, recite what you heard in your head.
I just hear a voice, like a voice. It's not my
voice.
It's nobody in particular.
Is it a light voice?
A voice.
I know. Is it like Tommy's the best? Like, is it a high pitched voice?
Yeah. Is it like Tommy's the best?
I would assume that it's close to my voice, but it's not exactly my voice, so I can't say that it is.
So you know what this makes sense of? Because we spend most of our day thinking, right?
So what did you say 1 was? What was 1?
1 was you.
1 was a voice that's theirs.
A voice in a head. 2 was no voice. 3 was someone else's.
Yeah, so a lot of 1s. A lot of 1s. There's some 2s that I'm surprised.
2s came in late. Late additions. The 2s may have heard me. There may be some 2s in there, just copycatting. I don't know. 3, Morgan Freeman. Nice. So, honestly, Bill, maybe that's why I talk so much. Because maybe you hear your voice all the time in your head, but I don't ever hear anything. Like when I sit here like this thinking about the moon landing. Yeah, nothing. No voice. So that's why when I talk, I love hearing myself. Because when people are like, you love hearing yourself talk? It's because I never do unless I'm talking.
So weird.
It's dead silence.
Yeah, so weird.
That's why I always have a TV on, because I don't like silence. In my head, that's crazy, right? When you think about like how different all 3 of us, you hear your own voice, he hears fucking Morgan Freeman, and I hear myself. And we all think we're like the same and we're friends and we're normal. We're totally different in here, like insanely different. Like if I switched in your body, I'd probably go crazy. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Probably
nuts. Ev, did you know that people didn't have a voice in their head like me?
I've heard that before, but I just cannot understand. I can't fathom the fact that you can't hear yourself talk or somebody talk.
I could not believe that he couldn't hear it. When I saw it on TikTok that like 40% of the world has it and the other part doesn't, I couldn't.
Now more people have it, less people don't.
Drove me nuts. And I couldn't.
It's driving me nuts. I want to hear someone narrate my life. I'd never speak. I just play myself podcasts in my own head of myself. I would never fucking talk. I'd be like Night Ghost.
The baseball cards.
I'm listening to myself.
The baseball cards are insane. Like I said, thick as hell. That's not a real baseball card. So I don't like these new baseball cards with the jersey and the signing and the gold leaf and everything else. It's not a baseball card. I don't care what it is.
I agree with you. Any other headlines before we get it moving?
None from me.
No? All right, let's get it going. We got a lot of bets today. NFL draft. We spoke a little bit about a show coming up tomorrow, right, Evan? What do we got? Tomorrow we got some night coming on?
Yeah, tomorrow we'll be doing that NFL draft. That's on Thursday. No show Thursday, obviously, so tomorrow's the day.
Tomorrow's the day. Draft is on Thursday. Our draft show will be on Wednesday. I have a plus 600 inside information pick, which, listen, nothing is guaranteed in the draft ever. It's fun. We go in, we'll have a live Discord show. We're going to bet on it. We're going to throw some money on it. We're going to bet on whose dog barks and all kinds of fun shit. But this is fun money, guys. This is sprinkle, because one trade all of a sudden fucking flips the whole draft order upside down, changes who gets who. So, but yeah, we'll sprinkle. And I got a plus 600 for your Falcons. So I got someone that I got to play. I'm going to give out tomorrow. So be here for that tomorrow. NFL draft show. Make sure you're here. Don't even want to spoil it now, because we're going to talk about it all day tomorrow. Let's get over to the MLB bets, Mr. Rupp. And then we'll do the NBA, and then we'll close out with the NHL. NBA, do not leave. I'm telling you right now. Do not leave. Do not leave. NBA, I got some shit for you. Bill, MLB is starting to normalize for me. It was out of control the first 3 weeks. It's actually starting to normalize where I have a good feel on what's going on, where my losses, even when they lose, they make sense. Props are coming through decently. And yesterday hit the parlay. So, you know, it's normalizing, which is good. So that's a big thing. Had a couple big days, got a few teams that I target consistently that are winning. So baseball's starting to turn for me. How do you feel about it after the first couple chaotic weeks?
The totals have been crazy, fucking nuts. The books have adjusted. So tonight, let's just take a quick look. There is 1-9.5 on the board, the Dodgers game. 1-9, and everything else is under 8 or 7. Yesterday we had a 6.5 on the Mets game, and I was in chat and I said if it was 7, I would have taken the under, and I would have pushed. The Mets scored 5 runs in the 9th inning. So it's crazy having that. That game was 0-0 to the bottom of the 8th. Cardinals scored 2, and then the Mets scored 5. So that's 7 runs. If you had under 6.5, you lost by an inning and a half by it going 8.5 innings at 0-0.
Just to back up your point here, Bill. If you, Racket said it last night in the chat, if you bet nothing but unders for 1 unit, and we're fucking 2 weeks into the season? The season started like April 7th? It's the 26th. I mean, we're not even 3 full weeks in yet, right? So you're talking like 15 days. If you bet 1 unit on every under the whole year, you're up 40 units already. 40. Like,
both teams are scoring runs. I don't know if it's the ball,
humidors,
the cold. We can't even really. I mean, it's crazy.
You had the perfect storm for the first 3 weeks. In first 2.5 weeks, I don't want to even count this last week. I thought last week it started to normalize, and it's okay now. Still weird. American League is still out of whack. The National League, we know the Mets are good. We know the Cardinals are going to play hard.
Who?
Mets are good. Mets are good. Right now, it's April. They're good. Yeah, I'll tell. Listen, I'm going to tell you. I bet on them the other day. I'll tell you. They look good.
Would you like to give everybody an update on our bet real fast?
I would not. I would like the Mets to have lost yesterday, so I could have been down $100, but now I'm down $300. Oh, I just gave an update. Shit. So like the National League makes sense. The National League makes total sense to me right now. What do? You bet the Giants every day. That's what you do. Because even though they're only 12-5, they're like fucking minus 110 or plus 170. I got them at plus 170 yesterday. So like you're up a lot on the Giants so far this year, if that's what you're doing. You bet the Dodgers. Bill, why are the Dodgers minus 190 against Arizona with Buehler on the hill yesterday? You like Kelly.
Because of Kelly. I mean, I couldn't, but listen, even with Kelly, the Dodgers didn't go nuts.
Dude, a Buehler on the other side. Like the Dodgers with Walker Buehler versus one of the worst teams in baseball. Like, I don't care if you have Jesus pitching for Arizona. They should be 200. Today, again, you got Gosselin on the mound, who's literally has 3 starts under his belt, and he's got a half a run ERA. Like, the guy's been amazing. He's given up 1 run in 3 starts. You have Davies on the other side, who's a complete bag of shit, and they're minus 205? Like, that's absurd. That's absurd. So Dodgers, they're just giving us free money. Giants have been great. Bill, your Cardinals have been solid. They're never big lines. You're never laying 180 or anything. A lot of times you're getting plus money on the Cards. It's always like a 110 line, it seems with them. They're 9-6. They're good. The Brewers turned it around finally, normalized. They were a horror show. Now they're 10-7, so we could bet them again. The Mets have been great. They've been feisty. They've been winning games late. And really, Atlanta, Philly, the Cubs, Rockies, Padres, these teams are still a mess. Like, I still don't know who these teams are, right? So Cubs will go score 21 runs one day and then fucking, get blown out 3 straight games. But we got about 6 teams in the NL that 6-7 that I really have a good feel on. American League, bro, still. Astros, 7-9. Fucking Oakland A's are the worst team in baseball. They get fucking 2,000 people to show up for their game. They're 9-8. The fucking whole AL East. Yeah, the Yankees and the Blue Jays both have 10 and 11 wins. Their offenses can't fucking hit. They're not scoring. They're just living on pitching. The Rays are 500, a little over 500. The Red Sox suck. The Tigers are under. The Kansas City Royals suck. White Sox are 6-9. They were minus 300 to win the division. They're in 3rd. Like, the whole AL is still a disaster, right? It's still a fucking abortion. So I'll start dabbling in it, but I'm an NL guy. And today I have the best bet of the entire day. It's the squarest bet of the entire day. I know a lot of the sharps out there run around, oh, that's square to take 2 minus 200 favorites and go and fucking put them together for plus 101. No, it isn't. It's smart because the Dodgers line is wrong. So the Dodgers money line and the Giants line is wrong. They have Carlos Rodon on the mound, who possibly is going to win the Cy Young this year.
That's also my bet.
It's the same thing. All right, so
we spoke about it this morning.
Yeah. When
I put them in, and I saw that you can get plus 102 for both of those teams. I mean, that's.
Bro, I've been doing it every day. Giants Dodgers.
It's a no-brainer for me. So I put that out also, and people in the chat said you had
put it under both of us, see, because we're doing the initials now. So put that in twice. Just copy that and put it under mine too. I mean, that's the whole point, guys. If you're gonna make one bet today in baseball, just put that in and walk away. Like, if you were gonna bet $100 today, just bet it all on that. Like, that's what I would tell you. Like, anything else outside of that, I'll give you a couple plays. I'm sure Bill's got a couple no runs in the first and some weird things that we could do. You could do it, but why? Why? You have literally fucking the 2 best teams maybe in baseball right now, in the Giants and the Dodgers. You can add the Mets into that mix right now, but in May they'll fall apart. You got the Giants with their fucking ace on the hill who's striking out 10 guys a start at home against the A's, and you get the Dodgers against the Diamondback. You get plus money. Why are you fucking around with 47 different things? Just slam that. Slam that. Just hammer it. And if you want, use that and key that up and add some other shit to it. Add the Heat to it for plus 180. Throw that in there too, E. The same thing. I'll change mine to the Heat. How about that? Because this is what I'm going to do, so we don't have the same bet in there twice. Heat money line. And that is going to be, what's the line on that? 275, 210. And then we'll pull up the Heat here. 170. You probably get 180 somewhere else. Just right at 170. So plus 170 there. All right. So there you go. That's, Bill, I don't know. Maybe, what do you have? You have a bunch of other shit?
As of right now, no. I only have one other one that I like. I have Brewers Pirates, no runs in the first.
Okay, Brewers Pirates, Woodruff Keller. I have my boy Keller over there. Okay, I think Keller's a live dog over there with Pitt plus the 140. We'll run through the games real quick, just 5 seconds. I don't hate that. I think that game goes under. I don't hate that at all. San Diego, Cincinnati. You got Musgrove and the Cincinnati Reds. I lean San Diego, but I'm not really running the bet minus 180 on the road. Bill Musgrove, San Diego, Cincinnati. No. Tampa, Seattle. Wesley Gilbert minus 130. It's just a lean. I know it's not an official bet.
No, I mean, no. I have nothing.
I'd lean Rays, but those are 2 teams I like long term for the season.
I know. Why? But what would be the point of betting money on that game?
Because it's at 640 and someone's a degenerate and can't wait till 7. That's the only reason why you'd bet that.
No.
That's it. Rockies, Marquez, Eflin. I like Marquez in Philly. I think there's some value there if you wanted to do that small. I'm not going to make it an official play because I'm not going to soil the sheet because I have plays I absolutely fucking love. But I'm okay with the Rockies plus 140 against the Phillies with Marquez. It's a little bit of value. I'd like to see a little higher. What about Miami, Washington, Bill? Gray, Alcantara?
I would actually do the under on that one. If I was
That's not
playing
bad.
anything, I would do the under.
7.5. That's not bad. First 5 under, maybe. There you go. Yankees, Baltimore. Yankees laying minus 300 to fucking
How
Jordan
can you
Lyles.
give? How can you do the Yankees minus 300?
You can't. As
They're
someone in the
not-
chat asked, should I throw the Yankees? No.
No,
They can't beat
they're
Baltimore.
not a minus 300 team.
They just lost the series to Baltimore with fucking, no.
Baltimore's best pitcher is out, so they're not going to see him. But
I mean, it's the worst. It's the Jordan Lyles. He sucks. The Yankees
Yeah.
should win this game 7-1, but
They should.
they're not playing like that.
No, until they start to play and hit and be actually a minus 300. Listen, DJ LeMahieu is on fire.
Right.
He-
If you want to do a
he-
LeMahieu prop, that's what I was going to say. That's probably what I'll do. I'll throw that out.
DJ's been on fire. He's 12 games in a row, I think, a hit streak, 11 in a row. He's killing it. Multiple games with multiple hits during the game. Anthony Rizzo is actually batting very well. I think he has 5 home runs on the year, 12 RBIs, with 250 batting average, respectable now in this time. But LeMahieu's just killing it. Love him today. Love him to get on base. Total bases, 1.5, if that's it. Love that. So that's what I would be doing if I'm doing anything in that game.
Hold on. I spelled LeMahieu wrong. Spell LeMahieu real quick, Bill. Go.
LeMahieu.
Yeah. I always make the E and E. I always do LeMehieu. So I'll do DJ LeMahieu with the Grizzlies because I do want to get a Grizzlies bet in. I think the Grizzlies fucking win today. So I do want to get that in. So I'm going to do DJ LeMahieu and the Grizz, get that plus 101. FanDuel minus 116, I think, because they got something juiced up. Probably the hits. That's probably what it is, right? FanDuel has the hits. They always juice them up to minus 300. So go off FanDuel to do that play if you're going to do that. Let's move on to next game here. I just lost my sheet because I was putting that bet in. Toronto Red Sox. No. Not touching these two teams.
No, I mean, look at yesterday.
They're
I mean,
epileptic. No.
Runs can be scored in bunches
Yeah.
on these two teams.
Nothing for 6 innings, then 7 runs.
Nothing like that. We were telling Ghost. He was a little worried, and we were telling him, they're going to score. Teams could score, and they get that grand slam. And
Yeah. No. Let's buzz through these fast. Let's buzz through these 5 seconds. By the way, subscribers will have props on these, but I don't dig into the hardcore props until like 4 or 5 o'clock once lineups start coming out. So for this show, it's really just sides. White Sox, Royals, anything?
no, nothing for me.
I don't hate minus 160 on the White Sox. Atlanta, Cubs, Freed? No, nothing there. Tigers, Minnesota. No, maybe you like the Tigers plus 120.
Yeah, no, not today though.
All right. I'm going to go with the Cardinals minus 102. I don't hate it, but I'm not betting against the Mets until they start to
Yeah,
falter.
I'm not betting against the Mets either.
Yeah, they're two teams that are good right there right now. Astros, Texas, 2 teams that are fucking epileptic.
Saw the Astros yesterday.
I'm done with the Astros.
Blow
Done.
it.
Yeah.
We got that under 3.5. Luckily, the Rackets put out, and then oh no, that was the Guardians game. Sorry.
Yeah.
But I had the Astros. Yeah, I'm not.
Astros fucked me yesterday. They're 10-day probation. Actually, no, I'm 10 days too strong. 5-day probation for the Astros. So they're gone through the weekend. Guardians, Angels. Angels been playing pretty good.
So the Guardians, I liked them
Yeah,
yesterday.
some props. There's some props there and some over potential.
Guardians just couldn't pull it through. I liked them at plus money yesterday, and fucking stupid because I was having a real good day yesterday, and I had won my first 4 bets, and I'm like, you know what? Let's put this in late night. Stupid. I should have just left it alone. Should have just finished the day 4-0, but I did it. Blemish on my record. Shouldn't have done that game.
We'll just stone you afterwards and make you pay for it so you never do it again. And in the last 2 games, we just beat to death. I mean, Dodgers going to fucking Giants. It's retarded. That's fucking stupid. So the nice thing about that is because they're big favorites, because they're good offenses, because they're not going to get blown out because they're playing 2 teams that don't score a lot. I mean, I know Oakland was like leading baseball in runs scored for a period of time. The Oakland lineup is not that good. The Oakland team is not good. They were predicted to finish last. So that's gonna.
So what I did just now, I did my no runs in the first on Milwaukee and Pittsburgh, parlayed with the Dodgers and the Giants, and it brings me to plus 228. And I plus 228 on that, and I can actually probably get a little bit better because Bet3 or MGM had a little bit higher on no first runs. Bet365 had it less, so it'd probably be probably plus 240. But those, and then if we lose the no runs in the first, we just rebet the Giants Dodgers anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's how I'm gonna go about betting the 0 runs in the first inning. I'm gonna parlay it with them 3, and then if that one loses, we would have lost it anyway on the straight bet, and I'm gonna take the Giants Dodgers straight. So make a whole new bet again. Yep. So plus 230, plus 240 for that, and then if we lose the first inning, we just go back with the other 2.
Yeah. I'm gonna have everything tied to those 2 games. I'll probably separate them in some, leave them together in some, because we're gonna have plenty of time to make a decision there. Interesting stat here, Bill, with the Oakland A's. You were talking about how they were leading baseball in runs scored, and I was like, what?
Rackets said that.
I keep confusing you too. Leading baseball in runs scored a while
ago.
I mean,
Rupp and Rackets break so much.
It's on the Rupp and Rackets show, and you guys just,
we always break so much. So.
Yeah, you guys regurgitate everything you saw on ESPN, so that's cool. So the you guys were talking about the ESPN, the Oakland haven't scored all these runs, and like, that's impossible. Bill, you want to hear their runs in the last 6 games? 1, 0, 6, 1, 2, 0. So
coming back to earth.
They're back.
Coming back to earth.
So for them to be in this spot, we know Arizona isn't going to beat up on fucking, the Dodgers. That's for sure. So we're going to have a lot of opportunities for hedges in those games. If we can get a little early lead for the Dodgers or the Giants, they're probably going to jump to minus 500. And we're going to have a lot of opportunity to manage that bet. At 4deepbets.com, we don't just fucking give you bets. We sit there. We will be in there with you, whether it's in the chat or live on the Discord, managing the bets with you too. So that will tell you what to do on the hedges and stuff like that later in the night. And that's it. That's the baseball slate. Let's go to NBA. Bill, today we got the Heat and the Hawks. Tyler Hero played 8 minutes. So I made my money back guarantee the other day. Evan, I think you saw it online, the money back guarantee. And I told everyone we are not losing this game. We smashed it. Like, I had Grayson Allen over 7.5 points. He scored 27. We had Grayson Allen over 2.5 threes, 5 threes for plus 660. Smashed it, right? So just went batshit ballistic. And if Vucevic hit 1 3, we sweep the entire fucking board. We just needed 1 3, and he missed 5 wide open threes. But 1 more 3, I should say. So today, right after that, the next game was the Heat game, and Tyler Hero played 8 minutes in the first half. So I'm worried about doing too many props on this game, Bill, with the Heat Hawks, just because with Oladipo back, I don't think they even know what they're doing. I think they're just fucking whoever's hot is staying in outside of Butler and, the main guys. But those aren't the guys we usually bet the props on for the Heat. We usually like the secondary guys. We'll bet some Butler props and stuff. But anything you love here in this game?
I'm not on that game at all. I've got nothing on that game. Really haven't bet that game at all. The whole run. I don't really see anything that I like. And yeah, the Heat should win tonight. But yeah, nothing I like. No props, no nothing. Everything's basically more on the Memphis game for me.
Yeah. So I'll be looking at Aber's got 2 plays on this game here. So Aber has Max Struss over 18.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I do like that. Struss is the guy who's really Lowry, obviously. We know his situation that he's out. So Struss was playing like 25 to 27 minutes with Lowry in, dropped 20. The game Lowry got hurt and played 23 minutes. And last game, he was everywhere. Every time you looked up, because he's similar complexion to Tyler Hero. So I would look up, kind of see like a light-skinned guy shoot, and it was always Struss. 4 for 16 from the field, only scored 12 points, but 12, 5, and 3, and he was only 4 for 14 from 3. So I do like that. And Gabe Vincent, Aber has. I'm a little higher, me personally. These are Aber's plays. I personally am higher on the Struss or however you pronounce it, one than I am the Vincent one. only because I'm a minutes whore. And I think Gabe Vincent is the one who could have a minutes shit show like Hero. But I like that too. So I like both those plays. He's got Vincent over 12.5 points and assists. And then Struss. Is it Struss or Struess, Bill?
I would say it's Strauss, no?
I don't know. Chat, tell me. I don't watch these stupid shit players.
Well, I say Struss, but I think it's not that.
Well, yeah, you're not really the authority on pronunciation, you know.
Fuck are you?
That was good. You did nail that one. You did. You nailed that one. But yeah. So I mean, this game I just like the Heat money line. I'm putting the Heat money line with some stuff. This shouldn't have even been a series. This series should be over. Atlanta somehow stole Game 3 and then came back and just got shit stomped last game. This Heat are far superior team, especially now with Oladipo back. I don't think Lowry was that big a deal. Wasn't playing that good this year. Let's move on to the next game, Bill. The next game, which will make me very sad when the Memphis Grizzlies win this game. It will make me very sad that this will be the last night that we get to crash this plane. I've been crashing the Desmond Bane plane for 3 games now. I've hit it over 4.5 first quarter points, his over 3s, and motherfucker's gone batshit every game. Just come through heavy for all 4 games, especially the last couple on the road have been insane. But just slam Bane. We put him on the flyer for a reason. He's headlining the flyer in the middle. My biggest regret is that when Desmond Bane has been playing, I have been so right on him and a couple other players that I don't know why I even bet anything else. I should have just taken my account and went, boop, all of it's on that. Desmond Bane last game, Evan, to put it in perspective, his points were 17.5. He scored 34. His 3s were 3. He hit 8. His first quarter points were 4.5. He scored the first 6. The game before that, he scored the first 6. His first quarter prop has been hitting within 90 seconds each game. And then, Bill, what we're doing on top of that is we're going and hitting them live. Over 6.5 threes, over 7.5 threes, all the way to the wire. Last game, we had over 7.5 and 31.5 points. That's how high we kept hitting it to. And he hit a buzzer beater that was meaningless to cash both of them, too. So 8 for 12 last game from 3, 34 points. The game before that, he was 7 for 15 from 3, 26 points. The game before that, he only took 4. And the game before that, he took 8. But Bane is on another level right now. I do slightly prefer it on the road, but I just feel like he's just found his role. Dylan Brooks, everyone was worried about him. Bane's going off again. They can't adjust enough. So over 5.5 first quarter points. Let me copy these and put them in here for you, E. I'm not going to give you all the Bane plays. I'm not going to give you all of them. I'm going to give you one of them. So I'm going to give you this one right here that I'm about to tell you. So over 5.5 first quarter points. Wow, look at that. You know how to you want to edit that?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So over 5.5 first quarter points. It's plus 110 on Bet365. I give this out to our subscribers first because fuck them kids, Bill. You know?
Well, I just tried to do a play and give it to hopefully maybe 1 or 2 people got it before the books just fucking completely moved it after I hit it. I mean, these books are insane. They've got certain people targeted when you hit something, and I've got other things in there for FanDuel that they've done to my friend. This morning, I was on the phone with him. He hit a play. They moved it 50 cents right when he hit it. MGM just had 56.5 first half total on MGM. 56.5 minus 145 that I hit. And then they moved it to minus 185. It was a bad line. Everywhere else has 60. And you can get, and they had 60 at plus 145, 59.5 plus 120. So it was bad. Everywhere else was like that, but I still like 56.5 at minus 180 if you're going to put it in a parlay. It's still a bad line, but it's crazy. I put it in the chat. As soon as I hit it, it moved. So crazy how these books do this shit.
just to show you here.
And I just took a picture in the chat of when I posted it and when I got minus 145 and it moved.
I don't know if you could read that. I'm trying to angle my arm because I'm trying to cover the name at the top.
Can't
so if you could read it. Okay. So now I'll read it to you what it says. This is from last year. For those of you that believe this is a myth, bro, what the fuck is up with them limiting my plays? Cost me $25,000 yesterday with a video, right, on what I should have won. Video showing me trying to put in a prop for $13,000, and then it goes down to fucking $1,200. This is bullshit, man. And this, I won't say what host, I won't say where it is, what site it is. And the question was all bets or specific markets? I said all bets. Cost me $20K in profits yesterday. Okay, raised you back a little bit. Like, just admitting, like, yeah, okay, we did cap you and limit you, and we're raising you. Like, this is what they do. They cap you and they target you. You see it, guys. On anything we put out big, that fucking day, Evan, where I did the money back guarantee, right? The guarantee the other day.
Right.
Grayson Allen, I had over 7.5 points. It moved to 8.5 in the morning. When I put out the tweet and sent it to our subscribers, it moved to 10.5 points. It moved 2 points. Who the fuck is taking him? Only us. Hammered him. But that's how much we can move a line from 8 points to 10 points. That's a 25% move on the line. That's equivalent of like a football game that's a 10-point spread, moving it like fucking to 13. Like it's huge. So yes, Bill is right. They do this. I'm banned. I can't bet on Bet365. They won't even let me on their site because I caught a baseball heater and was betting thousands of dollars per prop. They shut me clean off on Bet365. This happens. This is real. So no, that's why we give the plays out to the subscribers first to get the bets line. I mean, Bill, we usually move FanDuel the most, but Bet365 on these first quarter points has already moved on Bain. It was what, 125 when we saw it this morning? What was the number? You haven't looked at it. Watch this. This morning it was plus 125. I know that because I screenshotted it. Because there's always someone who goes, Tommy's saying 125 and it's minus one. And then I have to show them that, no, you're an asshole. Bill, what's the last you saw the Bain first quarter prop at on Bet365?
Minus 110.
Yeah, it's minus 110 now. It's moved from plus 125 to minus 110 since we put the plays out. And on FanDuel right now, it is first quarter, Desmond Bain, minus 140, minus 136. So you're talking about a plus 125 line moving to a minus 136 line. That's a 60-cent move on the line. That's huge. So sign up. You get them early. So Desmond Bain, over first quarter. Now, I don't know if I want to give this one, Bill. I don't want to give them everything. They got to sign. It's $27 for 7 days. If they don't sign up, they're just fucking pussies. I'm not going to give them that one. I'm not going to give them this one. I'll give you this one. Bain, 20-plus points. I'll give you this one. That's minus 132. So I'll give you that one. And I'll give you Bain 25 points, too. I got a bunch more. You're not getting this. I'll give you Bain 25 points at plus 220. How about that? Give it right small next to that one. Small. Stab. Little stab. That's it for that game. That's all you got. You got to sign up. I have a Gretzky Max today, Bill. 9.9 unit play behind the paywall that I'm saving.
And what's that?
Just Gretzky's jersey number. I couldn't think of a name for it, and I wanted to do 10 units. I wanted to do 10 units, but double max, I don't like that anymore. So we got to make it cute. We got Sexy Max, which is 6.9 units, which is bigger than a max. And now we go Gretzky Max. Sexy Max, Gretzky Max. I felt like it rhymed. Maybe me and you and the Island Boys can make a little song out of it. We'll see. Let's go to the last game, Bill. Pelicans Suns. Anything you like?
Not as of yet. I will have maybe a turnover prop I'm looking at for that game. Mm-hmm. Hit 2 of those last night. Luka hit in the first half.
His name is Luka.
He was 3.5 his turnovers. He had 3 in the first 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, you fucking nailed that. You skull fucked that one, dude.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And he should have had 4.
Yeah, I know.
He should have had 4. like blatant. So for some reason in the NBA, if I throw you a perfect pass and you drop it and fumble it out of bounds, it's the passer's fault. Like it's an NFL pass. But yeah, you shit on those fucking Bill. You haven't lost a turnover bet, have you yet?
No, not in the playoffs.
No, haven't lost a single one. I have not lost on Jay Crowder, my boy. A good friend of mine. I have his cell phone number. I really do. So I'm going to brag about this. Pat myself in the back. Whenever I can talk about myself, I'm going to do it. Jay Crowder, my dude, my dog, over 17.5 points, rebounds, and assists. The only thing we've lost on him was when I sent out that free play at 17.5 when the line was really 16.5. And he scored 17 points, rebounds, and assists. But love Jay Boogie here. He's been playing really well. He hasn't even been shooting well, and he's been hitting these numbers. So he got it for us. The points, got it for us. Points, rebounds, and assists. I'm going to go there. And I think I'm going to fuck around and catch a little Brandon Ingram here, Bill. What do you think?
Why not?
I'm not going near Paul because Paul's too retarded with like fucking one day he's a scorer and the next day he's a passer. Like I think that's a little ridiculous there. He's starting to frustrate me, Bill Rob.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to do a little fun parlay. Let me give you a fun parlay here. Ingram and Lil C, you can go Ingram 30 plus. You can ladder him. Ingram 20 plus. Give you a little fucking straight parlay. Ingram 20 plus. McCollum 20 plus. And 8 and 15 plus. That should be about even money. 8 and what the fuck? 8 and 15 plus. That will be minus 128. All right. That's probably cheaper somewhere else. Let me check what it is on DraftKings. I don't want to pay extra juice if I don't have to here. So player props, same game parlay. We're going to go here. And what's weird about Bill, DraftKings same game parlays are weird. Like how you could do some things in the same game parlay that you can't even bet straight.
Yep.
Why is that?
I have no idea. You can do first quarter points. You can only parlay them same game. You can't take them straight.
Why is that? That's so fucking weird. It doesn't make sense. Like I can understand them letting you do things straight that you can't put in a same game parlay. Like that's fine with me. Like if you want to do that, I get it because there's certain things you're like, no, we're not going to get our skulls cracked on this. But I mean, to have things that you can bet in a parlay, but you can't bet straight. I mean, that doesn't even make any fucking sense. Wow. McCollum is minus 270 over there, Bill. We're getting minus 110. So it's minus 110. See, we just saved ourselves 20 cents. So Ingram 20, McCollum 20, 8 and 15. You could do some parlay. If you wanted to do some same gamers there, we'll be doing them on the site. I like Ayton's rebounds. I like McCollum and Ingram all the way up. I like Paul's assists. I like Jay Crowder versatility. There's going to be a lot of opportunity here to do some fun same game parlays late. And that game's at 10 o'clock, Bill. So we will have time. Hopefully our Bane cashes and our baseball early bets cash by then, and then we can fucking have fun and get weird. NHL, did Ghost send in? Ghost has 2 plays for NHL before we get out of here. Tampa Bay Lightning team total over 4, and the Islanders Capitals over 5.5. Tampa Bay Lightning team total over 4, and Islanders Capitals over 5.5. Anything else for you there in the hockey, Bill?
No, but I have one more play for the Memphis game, but I'm going to save it for the subs.
Okay. All right. Yeah, save it because we're giving enough on this. Calgary Flames, too, I have some interest in just because I always bet the Calgary Flames. That's really it. No really hockey handicapping. I handicap one team in hockey, one team. Last year it was the Vegas Knights. This year it's Calgary Flames. So that's it. That's all we got. I think we're good. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We're going to get that fixed, sorted out. Evan's also going to piece this together, right, afterwards. So any of you guys just tuned in and want to watch the full thing, it'll be in one cumbersome spot.
Yes, sir.
So appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Let's go fuck. Let's make some money today. Bill Rupp, final words.
Collect on Monday, and I'll be around tonight for some live bets and anything else we got going on.
Get signed up tomorrow.
Maybe I'll get high again. Who knows?
Oh, he'll definitely get high again. He just found the weed store. We're going to go record a No Mercy podcast in a few minutes. Make sure you tune in, nomercypodcast.com. I also sent an appeal in on Twitter, Evan, to get my account back. I don't know if it's going to matter because I don't think Elon has taken over yet, but fuck it. Alex Jones did it, so I'm doing it. I was waiting for Alex Jones. Once I saw Alex Jones send an appeal, I'm going to send an appeal. So we'll see how that goes.
Pioneer.
Evan, final words.
Yeah, if you're watching on Twitch, we may have to discontinue that service. It seems like there might be a little correlation between YouTube and Twitch.
Is that what it is?
So we're going to go with YouTube for the foreseeable future. So if you're on Twitch, come on over to YouTube. Second thing, we need 9 more people to reach our goal for this month to sign up for BetUS. Links in the description. Do it now.
Let's go. BetUS. Sign up. Links in the description. 125% deposit bonus. I think it's up to like $2,500.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's the biggest one in the industry.
Yeah, you get $3,000. That's fucking retarded. That's it. For Bill. For Evan. Crush this plane. I am Tommy G. Good luck. Stay cashin', motherfuckers.
Let's go!